There's Q and there's nuns. It's only Q and us and nuns. Signals dropping right at dawn. Feel the code before it's gone. Truth posted in the quiet. Storm brewing, staying calm. There's Q and there's nuns. It's only Q and us and nuns.
Yeah. Trump lit up true social pages look encrypted. Images like puzzles with the meaning double shifted. Everybody scrolling, leaning in, feeling lifted. Trying to read the message in the pixels he depicted. But this is all a narrative, a story that we build. A legend in the wires that the mainstream never failed. Half truth, half myth, but the vibes stay real. In the search for hidden meaning, got the internet thrilled. Some say watch the water, some say follow who. Some decoded clusters, others wait for the cue. The tension in the culture feeling heavy like proof. Even when it's just artists painting theories in the booth.
There's Q and there's a non. There's only Q and there's a non. Signals dropping right at dawn. Feel the code before it's gone. Truth posted in the quiet. Storm brewing, staying calm. There's Q and there's a non. Only Q and there's a non.
Yeah. Every drop, every rumor got the board on fire. Every clue feel bigger than the last one prior. Some chase noise, some chase true desire. But the quest for revelation keep the whole scene wired. We the ones who dig deeper when the fog roll in. We the ones who analyze the patterns within. If the code is real, then the truth gon' spin. If it ain't, then the myth still pull us back in. So we stand in position while the world's spinning on. Reading shadows in the signals till the new dawn spawn. But no matter what comes, one creed stands strong. There's Q and there's a nons. It's only Q and us, a nons.
Q and us and
Fire. Yo, we made it. It's Monday. We made it. It's Monday. What do you mean, Sklript? It's Monday. It's Monday, man. We're back again. Oh, man. Yeah, so I've just been working on this AI stuff and making videos.
there's Q and there's
Started again. I've just been making videos and, you know, just trying to take care of things. And the album is finished now. So if you notice, I put, you know, podcast and hip hop because I'm probably going to be doing both. I'm going to be switching it up a little bit. So I'm going to be playing music and, you know, anybody that has music videos and stuff that wants to get their videos on here or they want me to play their video in their music, there'll be a way to do that. I'm going to set that up soon. And as far as the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm paying attention to the whole entire like system, meaning the whole entertainment industry, the whole, you know, celebrity idol worship thing, as far as like independent and artists that are just, you know, they're true to themselves and they go about doing their own thing. That's what I want to highlight. But at the same time, I'm gonna still do my, you know, my thing to expose the inside of the industry and what's been going on for years, man. Why some of us never made it and got to that level, especially being on nationally syndicated TV shows. And not like some of us don't have fucking talent, but as far as thanks for him, not that some of us don't have talent, but a lot of people don't realize that like the reason why you get passed is because of your bloodline. You're not connected to none of these people, so that's why you get passed. And some other people, they make it underground. That's why it's so much better to be independent, because then the labels can't tell you what to do. They can't control your life. And you know, you take a $1 million advance. Now you got to pay for the lawyers. You're going to have to pay for an accountant. Then you're going to have to get a money manager, because that manager's got to book you shows and all that stuff. And if you sign a 360 deal, then you're good. But if you sign a deal where they get a piece of your merch and they're going to be, you know, like taking some of your royalties and all that, you get screwed. The artist gets screwed. And at the end of the day, the album goes for, I don't know, $9.99 online or $10 online. So it used to be like 20. back in the day, the artist wouldn't see none of it until everybody got paid back first. The record label has to get paid first. Your manager's getting 20% off the rip. So there's a whole bunch of things that go with the music business that they don't understand how it goes. So the easiest way to do it is, I'm going to take $1 million. I'm going to take $10 million. Well, it's going to come with a cost. That cost to either be your soul. Not everybody sells their soul in the music business neither, because some of them are speaking out. If that was the case, they wouldn't be able to speak out. Everybody, gets too caught up in the conspiracy part of it. Yeah, we're right about a lot of stuff, but it's not all about everybody sells their souls that made it. If you get to superstardom, then yeah, more than likely you sold your soul and you compromised your soul. But not everybody gets to that level. We're talking about people that make $100 million in the music business. They're sitting on 100 mil and they can't even, like, somebody presses a button, their money's gone. They can't even get money out of there. They have to do whatever they're there. Like if Spotify, you heard it from Tekashi, he said, if Spotify says, I want a meeting with this artist right now, and in the meeting, the artist better be there, you have to go. You can't say, I'm not going. No, you have to go. You just have to show up to that meeting. There's no way around it. You don't dictate everything. So just know the difference, because there's a lot of people that are sensationalizing out here, and they'll be like, everybody sold their soul. That one sold their soul. And they don't know shit. You're all speculating. Most of you motherfuckers that do that shit and say that shit, you're speculating. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with what's going on. We're reading all these things, but a lot of the stuff is emails. It's not like they're saying, hey, it was fun last week when we killed such and such in the lake and drowned them to death. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of this stuff is sickening and disgusting, and we need to be in the streets, and that's how I felt. So they can see that. But as far as like everybody going, I know he did that. You don't know shit. You got a fucking email. You're not on the prosecution's fucking bench. You're not the military. There's no military tribunals happening in front of us right now publicly. So I try to explain that to everybody, because everybody's like, this one's saying that. And a lot of people are using it as satire. One perfect example I'll give you of them using it as satire is Vlad TV. Vlad TV is out here making fun of shit, and it's serious accusations. Now, if that shit comes out, he should be automatically banned. He shouldn't be allowed to show his fucking face because he was, poking fun at it. And, we call it pedo simping. Plus every time he talks to anybody in the industry that is street verified, gang related or anything like that, some of those people wind up getting locked up. I don't know. That shit screams Fed to me. That always screamed Fed to me, but hey, he's part of the culture. If you talk to anybody that is like true hip hop, a lot of those people are going to say he's a culture vulture and, and so forth. But he's been doing his thing. He's a gossip column. He's like TMZ. That's basically what it is. He's like TMZ. He gets the interviews with all the rappers and all the artists and all that stuff. And, that's basically what that is. But anybody that's making fun of this and not taking this seriously, they are literally fucking admitting to cannibalism. This isn't like something that they just decided to say, they're possibly, it's possible cannibal. No, they're fucking eating children's intestines. You ought to see Sandra Bullock said it was some baby's foreskin, from the Philippines that she spreads on her face. How about the Kardashians eating placentas? There's so many things I could go over, and that's why you have to understand that this is Satan's world. This is their God. That's their sacrifices to their God. That's what they want to do. So that's how you have to look at the situation with it. But these same people have zero accountability. They don't get any consequences driven on them for anything that they've done. That's why we need to be in the streets, because these people, there's already emails saying that they were planning World War III. There's already emails saying that they were planning the plandemic, scamdemic, pandemic, whatever you want to call it. What do they call it? The pandemic? All these people are connected to each other. All of them. And they all go about doing the same shit, ruling and, treating us like peasants. So we outnumber them like 2,000 to 1, probably 100,000 to 1. It's probably only a couple of thousand of them, these elites. So I would just say the globalists, their plans are backfiring because there's way too many people awake, and that's why they have to pull the fucking plug. I already feel that it's coming. I feel something big is coming. That's just me. Some people say, oh, well, Sklript, you know, I don't believe that. You can believe whatever you want to believe. I just feel something big's coming because there's too much going on out here, and these things might go down. Just my opinion. But what do I know? I'm just a dumb rapper. A dumb rapper that tells you the news, and I decided to speak up and out against these people and make music about it. Here's a perfect thing. It's not Republican versus Democrat. It's not I don't know, the elite. I mean, it is the elites versus us, but they're trying to make you pick sides. It's not Democrat versus Republican. It's not libertarian versus constitutionalist. It's none of that. It's none of the above. It's all this. Hold on. I'm going to pull it up. Hold on. My bad. Here we go.
Satanic pedophile ring is ruling the world. No, dig a little deeper. Christians, Judaism. That's who's ruling the world. That's who's in those files. The God of this world, the God of child sacrifice, the God of bloodshed. Oh, have we been deceived? I saw somebody in my comments yesterday talking Democrat and Republican, and I just laughed. Understand this. There is no vote that's going to fix this. This system needs to burn to the ground. Everything you have been taught in this life is a lie. How are the American people going to feel when they realize their tax dollars are going to fund the murder and slaughter of these innocent children? And here's a thought, something to free your minds and expose how dark this really is. The human body cannot consume blood on the level that these things are consuming. Let that sink in. Nothing is as it seems. Nothing. And I'm not saying anything to put anyone in any type of fear. There's nothing to fear. They've been here since the beginning of time. This is not Democrat versus Republican, guys. It's more like alien versus predator.
Yeah, man. Then that's where people don't get it, man. Like, they don't understand. Every part of your life has been infiltrated, man. Basically, the church got infiltrated, and the Vatican got infiltrated. All of it has been infiltrated, and they run it on the guise of that. That's where people don't realize that shit. They run it on the guise of like, hey, don't worry, we love you, Jesus loves you, and they're the fakest Christians. Lukewarm, you're gonna get spit out of God's mouth. That's how you have to view it as. Don't take it as they're saying Christians are demons. It's the people beyond that, the ones that you chose to bless, and the ones that say they are blessed, and the ones that say they are chosen. Big difference. Because if you look at where they're going with it, take it another step further. If you got caught up in just the beginning, that's your own fault. If you didn't take it a step further, I mean, if you read your Bible, you already know that the Nephilim's been here. You know what I'm saying? They've been here for a long, long time. God already flooded out the earth because of this, because it was like this. No problem. You're good. God flooded out the earth because of the disgusting, vile shit that was happening. What do you think? They just started eating children and sacrificing children? This shit's been happening for 1,000 years, 1,000 years or more. If you go back, I mean, if you really want to get technical, they were having all, the Greeks did it, the Romans did it. They had all these orgies with these little boys. Look what they're doing over in Afghanistan. Because they don't want the woman seen, they got little kids out there twerking. Little boys are twerking like girls. Pay attention to what's happening. It's Sodom and Gomorrah, 110%. That's why they're pushing the transhumanism, the transgenders, all this stuff that they're pushing is to confuse people. And when you're confused, they absolve you. It's that easy, I'm not against anybody. As long as you leave children alone, I don't give a shit what you do. Your personal life is your personal life. Do what the hell you want to do. But once it involves children, every alpha male, every man that is out here, and anybody that has a sack between their legs should be standing up for the children and for the women and for any little boys or girls that can't defend themselves. Should be standing up automatically. It's just getting ridiculous now that we have all these little fairies out here And I'm saying it, they're gonna be like, wait, what? You know, everybody's in their fucking feelings. You should be angry right now. If you're in any feelings right now, you should be angry that this is happening to children and still continuing to happen. And finding out that your entire government is conspiring with the rest of the governments and have been trafficking children forever, since inception. That's where you should be angry at. 110%. But that's just me. You know, and probably a lot of y'all too. But yeah, it gets tiring, man. After you constantly go over and over it. We were trying to show people this shit years ago and they were calling us conspiracy theorists. Remember that? Oh, you're a conspiracy theorist. That's not real. I remember literally going over shit about the Epstein files with people and telling them, hey, check this out. This guy, Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, the guy that killed himself? No, the guy that was removed, and they said killed himself, was removed, allegedly. Removed from, the federal the federal jail that he was in, and then disappeared. Now the emails come out later, and they literally said they sent out a fake body because of the press. So they put a pillow and made it look like a body under a white sheet on the gurney. Huh? Think about that for a second. That shit right there should be your first clue that I'm not going to trust anything you tell me. None of your narratives make sense. None of them. Your narratives suck shit. That's just me, though. I found another one of these. Here, listen to this, just so you can get it. Now, this guy is
lost all those.
I've been following him, but he's literally like rescuing children. Listen to what he says.
That little girl looked like my daughter at home. He said, I almost unholstered my weapon and shot him right there. He said, but I knew if we did, we would have lost all those other kids. Now, for me, what happened, he says, this is Princess. She's 0 kilometer. We just took delivery of some. She's my gift for you for this party. He started talking about, and I realized if we could get these kids out before they're ever hurt the first time, that would be a miracle. And something he said made me realize he had more than her. I said, Fuego, I said, you just took delivery. You have more 0 kilometer? He goes, oh yeah, I got 3 or 4 more. I said, you're going to bring those to my party too, right? He goes, oh no. He says, wait, those ones are too expensive. Too expensive. I'm already paying this guy $25,000. I'm paying him $500 per child for a minimum of 50 children just for 2 hours in the afternoon. I said, he said, Jefe, he said, you already paid $25,000. You want to those other it's going to cost you maybe $2,000, maybe $5,000 for that little one. It's going to cost you maybe $10,000 more. Now, at this point, no acting involved. I'm legitimately pissed. He's talking about these kids like they're commodities, and he's playing with my ego. It's going to cost you extra $10,000 more. I'm Paul fucking Hutchinson, right? I put my hands on my chest and I'm like, you don't think I can afford an extra $10,000? He's like, oh no, Jefe, no. Of those newer models, as you call them at the party, every one of them. I said, nobody's allowed to touch them until then. If anybody touches them, the entire deal's off. They're for me, not for you. You understand? He goes like, oh yeah, I understand. This stupid smile on his face.
Crazy, man. Happy birthday, Musically Medicated. It's kind of crazy though, because people don't realize how deep this really goes, man. It's nuts.
So I just made the biggest mistake probably that I've ever made in my life. Last night, couldn't sleep, looked at the files, started with documents, moved on to video, and my God, bloody hell. We're living in bloody hell. I had to stop because I can't unsee what I saw. In my life, I watched horror movies, not even close. Blood-curdling screams of young kids, the fear in these children. These people are the devil walking earth. The devil is on earth. It was horrible. Unaliving of children. The idea that they've been unaliving children, cutting up intestines and eating them, unaliving babies, violating, essaying these children. I mean, I've never in my life, if you had told me in my wildest dreams, I swear, maybe I'm naive. Am I naive? But if you told me in my wildest dreams that this kind of thing was happening in this country, or in, with the Vatican and all this whole circle of pain and power, I wouldn't have believed you. I wouldn't have believed you. There's no way I would have believed you. I said, there's no way. Full of shit. I have to go see for myself because I keep taking third-party accounts of this thing. And yeah, my solution is that whole government that's allowing this to happen, the leaders need to go. They need to be taken out of their positions because we can't trust them. Our whole system is being undermined. We're looking like the fool of the earth. Everybody's laughing at us, and we sit here and do nothing. This is my activism. But if people want to rally or do whatever it is, I'm in. Go to Capitol, I'm in, because this is bad, man. I feel like ashamed to be human, and we're just letting it go. As I said before, if this was Obama, oh my goodness, what are we doing? Thoughts and comments below, please. I want to hear your opinions, because am I the only one that's feeling like this? And I can't even go look another human in the face right now and feel, I want to ask them, what do you think? What are we doing?
Kind of crazy, man. I see people saying, oh man, it's like reliving trauma. It is. That's where people don't get, and a lot of people don't think about the other repercussions of this. I see you guys are saying, do you think they're going to show them frazzle drip? Right now, this is a test to see how the public is even going to digest this right now. All right. That's what's happening. Everything's a fucking test. It's always been a test. Whether you believe there's good guys or bad guys, or it's just all bad, whatever you believe it is, everything is a test. Everything you're seeing is a test. And the fact that people want to get past it, well, it's not going to happen. It's just going to keep coming out. You're going to see more videos, until the point where you're just going to see people in the streets. 110%. Because that's the only other option, And even if somebody goes, well, Sklript, and I'm just gonna give you per example. Well, the white hats are handling it. You don't have to go to the streets. That's not restoring the republic. That's not doing what your founding fathers were fighting for and getting this country built upon. They didn't do it by saying, hey, we're going to cheerlead from the sidelines and drink some beers while the soldiers go hit and fight to get a country. And we're going to run from Britain and we're going to start our own shit over here. No, that's not how you restore a republic. I'm sorry. And there's going to be anons that'll probably disagree with me, but that's because they're not fucking foot soldiers. They don't have it in them. They're not boots on the ground. So the ones that are boots on the ground, people that do go boots on the ground, I salute you. I commend you. But this is inevitable. Even the ones that are sitting at home and they have other talents that they dig, they find out, they research, they get the information out to the people. Those people are great. But there are certain parts that have to go to the next level in order for us, matter of fact, here, let me put this video up. Let me see if I can put this video up. Where can I send this? Hold on. I'm going to try and send this video through. I think actually we might actually be able to find it on here. But that's the point that I'm making. Like, people don't realize that there are foot soldiers. There are people that go boots on the ground that are not going to cheerlead on the side. They're ready to fucking handle business. You got vets in this country that are finding out that they went to war for these pieces of shit that were trafficking children, and they probably had their assumptions and seen shit like, yeah, they're fucking trafficking kids. And they just couldn't do nothing because of the chain of command, and they weren't 100% sure. Now all this shit comes out. Oh, they're 100% sure now. I bet you there's tons and tons of vets that are thinking about their time while they were deployed somewhere and saying, why did they take those kids? Why were those kids moved from one area to another? Why did they disappear? Where the hell did they go? You know what I'm saying? And they're like, wait, what do you mean? They're like, wait, what do you mean? Yeah, you're literally going to probably have light bulb switches and a light bulb switch click off in your brain and say, holy shit, now I know what that was about. Now I know what that was about. Yeah, it's going to happen constantly, man. Everybody's saying it. There's people out here that were just ultra Republican, and they're not even on that no more because you can't vote your way out of this, man. You can't. That's the part. That's the part that I'm trying to get everybody to. So they understand that, like, yeah, you want to vote? Fine, go ahead and vote. I'm not telling you not to vote. You do what the fuck you got to do. But I'm just telling you this doesn't have a good ending with like, oh, everything's great. We voted our way out of this, guys. Everything is fine now. Nope. You're completely wrong. And you'll be completely shocked but by the time you get to that point. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, listen to Conservative Ant. He's saying the same shit. He's even talking about the people that are protesting ICE. Hold on, let me pull myself out. Go ahead.
So what was the next big distraction? Eyes off of the fact that there's tons of money being taken from taxpayers because it was exposed by Nick Shirley that, you know, there's immigrants that are literally taking all of your money, millions and billions of dollars to open up these, you know, small little daycares and other businesses so that they can mask the fact that they're taking your taxpayer dollar, right? Then it's exposed that the government is doing that to you and we're mad. And now it's, you know, you're racist because these people are just coming here for a better life. And then it's let's burn down cities because, you know, I don't know, ICE. And then it's this woman who, I mean, is missing, which millions of people go missing all the time. But this is the one that we need to focus on. 24-hour coverage all the time. We can't talk about anything else like the millions of children that were used and abused at the island and by elites, but let's not talk about that. But I have another distraction for you. Let's make sure that we rally all of the woke teachers to let kids walk out of class and do exactly what their scumbag parents are doing so that, you know, we can open them up to disaster, like getting hit by cars and so much more. Let's do that. We want something to happen to them because then we'll have another story to report to you. Do you see what's happening? Do you actually see what's happening? It's everyone. It's everybody. It's Republicans, it's Democrats, it's the elite, it's people that have so much money that they can tell you if you don't pay your taxes at the end of the year, you could go to jail. You owe us money or else you're going to jail. If we all don't just band together now and fuck all this, we're fucked, you guys. We're already fucked, but we are fucked. And I just don't know how much more we can take until, I don't know. There's many things that have happened over all this time during COVID that I was like, this is it. Like, this is the catalyst, or this is the nail in the coffin for us. Like, we're going to rise up against it, and then we don't. And then there's a false rise over people that are mad about ICE, which that's not what they're mad about. I think what they're mad about is they're mad that they've been lied to for so fucking long. And this is the way that they can retaliate back, I guess.
And they're paid.
Or they're paid for by yours truly, the government.
The government! Yay!
Anyways, my stupid thought for today.
The government, like we've been telling you. And people can be like, no, it's not, bro. It's George Soros, and George Soros is in Switzerland. Alex Soros is right over here. He just married Uma Abedin. Wake the fuck up, guys. Wake the fuck up. Okay. They operate with immunity. Nobody gets locked up. Nobody goes down. Yeah, but it's the judges. Nobody wants to hear that shit, guys. The judges are involved. Yeah, I don't know how to put it to you. Well, it's you know, the judges and the DA and all them, there's no way they're going to get off. They're not even being charged. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Fuck, man. Yo, I don't even know how else to say it. Like, how else do you put it in front of people? Like, lay it forth for them. You know, and even if there is, like, you know, because there's going to be people be like, well, the white hats are doing this and the good guys are doing that. Okay, well, they're pushing it to this level. Just so you know, it's being pointed to this level. Why would they point it to this level, old Sklript? Why would they do that? Because there is no other way. I'm sorry. It had to be this way. The ending is not for everyone. Just remember those things. It had to be this way. You had to be shown. We couldn't tell you. We tried to tell you 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 8 years ago. We tried to tell you every day. We even sent you articles, and then you blocked us. And then you said you wanted nothing to do with us. We're conspiracy theorists. We're crazy. And then we were trying to send you the actual receipts. The actual receipts. We sent them to you. You dismissed them. You're like, those aren't receipts. That's not real. Look, a fact checker over on Facebook said it's not real. How those fact checkers working out now? How they doing now? You see where I'm at, right? It had to be this way. So there's no way for us to sit back and say, hey, guys, I'm just going to take it light for the next 6 months. And I don't know, I'm going to take a break. You go take a break, pay your taxes, go hug your family, pay your taxes again. Make sure you get your taxes done so you get a return, but I'm pretty sure everybody's going to get told that they owe fucking money. Some people are saying they're getting these rebates back. Well, God bless you. I'm happy for you. But as far as where I'm at, I'm kind of like trying to keep everybody on because there's a lot of people that like, I'm done. They don't even want to be online no more. They're like walking away. I just keep putting up video. Information. That's all I can do. Because I don't see no real people saying, hey, we got to organize. First of all, I'll tell you right now, anybody that's saying they're going to organize to go to D.C., let me tell you, that's foreign territory. Oh, no, but D.C. is not D.C. anymore. It was taken over. It's just Washington, and they changed that script. Yeah, okay. That's why everybody had to get pardons. You catching on, right? That's why everybody had to get pardons. So I'm just telling you, that's a foreign territory over there. That's like you going to China and deciding to go fucking protest in Beijing or Hong Kong or Shanghai or Tiananmen Square, and you were telling them, we're not going to stand for these elites no more. People were burning themselves alive in 2019. Y'all forgot about that. Oh, man, yeah, I forgot about that. They were burning themselves alive. Then we had the yellow vest protests. It was all happening at once, and then they just decided to crack the whip. They cracked that whip and said, everybody got to get a vaccine and a mask. Forgot about that shit, huh? Yeah. Thank you. All right, I'm going to play one video because let's just go back and just take a deep dive back and go back a little bit, just a little bit. We're going to go back. I'm going to play a quick video. I'm going to take a quick break. It's not going to be a real break, but we're going to play a quick video. And just so you can connect the dots. This is one of, it's sad. It's kind of scary, but it's not because you have God, so you shouldn't be scared. But it does bring back, people understanding why they do it. Why do these people do this? Why do they go for the children? Why? Because they're the closest thing to God. Remember, they're pure. Anyone that would cause harm or take away the impurity of the children, it would be better for them to tie a millstone around their neck and drown themselves at sea. Yeah, in the ocean, in the deepest depths of the ocean. What up, Rod? What up, Kev? I'm going to play this real quick. I'll be right back.
In today's world, it is often easier to live in a blissful ignorance than having to digest some of reality's horrid truths. However, the truths that are hidden the furthest in the darkness are the truths that most urgently needing to be brought to light. Imagine standing on your back porch enjoying the sunset. Off to the left, your attention is drawn to a gopher popping out of a hole. A moment later, you spot another one off to your right. Then yet another just a few yards from where you stand. Suddenly you realize that what seems like a random gopher popping out of a random hole is actually a tunnel system connected via an elaborate network right below your feet. A network right under your nose, and you didn't even know it existed. That scenario does exist, only without the gophers and for the much more nefarious purpose of child sacrifice. The very old and demonic practice of sacrificing children to the Canaanite gods Baal and Moloch did not end in the Old Testament. Sadly, even today, ritualistic child sacrifice is practiced all over the world, including in our own United States. These practices are most often hidden, but at times are done quite publicly, only disguised as something different that we had just become accustomed. These instances that always seem random and unconnected are actually part of a widespread and well-organized network hidden in plain sight. Today, child sacrifice is connected within 7 areas that work both together and independently to promote, protect, and profit from this maniacal system. The first is child trafficking. This element fulfills both supply and demand while creating commerce avenues for all other circles. Number 2 is abortion. Make no mistake, these are child sacrifices, no different than the times of Baal. Only now, by partnering with those traffickers, they have added the benefit of profiting off of body parts, stem cells, blood, and much more. The third element is the industry of child protection. Although I will say that not all of these organizations are corrupt, many of these services, both government and private, including law enforcement, courts, schools, hotlines, foster care, orphanages, and international organizations, play a vital role in the grooming, distribution, abuse, and trafficking of the children around the world. Number 4 is child abuse. This can be the grooming or indoctrination of a child. It educates a how-to for the other circles, creating physical or emotional trauma. 5 is the satanic ritual abuse. This incorporates mind control, both physical and emotional trauma, psychological manipulation, and the altering of DNA and genetics, while creating armies of unaware participants who are spread out amongst the population. The 6th element is pornography. This is the production of sexually explicit media, both adults and children. It not only creates a high amount of revenue to fund the other circles, but it creates a disconnection from commitment, while desensitizing our views of what is normal and accepted behavior. And this is created to be easily accessible. It is spread and proliferates via the internet, creating addiction and highly increasing its demand. Number 7 is the deep state. This is the element that controls, funds, uses, regulates, propagates, and connects each of these circles by the way of corrupt government, both local, national, and international. It uses surveillance, our officials, laws, courts, regulations, international corporations, corrupt media, and our entertainment industries to glamorize, normalize, and desensitize the population to these practices. You may be aware of some of the ways that these 7 areas are connected, yet unaware of their real intent. An example is Planned Parenthood, which on the surface, at worst, appears to be a service which legalizes the murder of an innocent unborn soul. The reality is that these are sacrifices to not only depopulate the children blessed by God, but to profit off their organs, cells, and the blood of the innocent. The connections of abortion and child trafficking are symbiotic. The images of the children who are trafficked, abused, and forced to endure satanic ritual abuse are sold online, both on the dark web and the social media platforms that we spend hours on daily. Every aspect of the trafficking, abuse, rituals, and pornography are easily accessible at the touch of our fingertips. Sadly, these few examples are just the tip of the iceberg. The connections and examples are endless, each becoming more nefarious than the next. The saving grace is that our God is a just God who is bringing that darkness to light. In the past 3 years, we have witnessed the beginning of massive takedowns of the many facets of these networks. The root of these evils stem from the ancient worships of false gods such as Baal and Moloch. The altars of the false deities were never fully destroyed and always found a way to integrate back within our societies. Unless we acknowledge these horrid truths and destroy the altars and idolatry once and for all, we will never end the sacrifice and suffering of God's little lambs.
Michael Vick. Yeah, I remember Michael Vick. That happened when I was a teenager. I remember they used to have pit bull fights in Freeport where I grew up. They used to fucking fight the pit bulls against each other. What's up, Trace? What's up, Smiles? What's up, Magamimi? Let me see who else is in here. Red Pill, what's up? Kev, what's up? Elise, what's up? Remington, what's up? Happy birthday again. Down, what's up? Sean, I know you're in here. Stacy, what's up? I'm just going through. I can't even get up there. Nothing but truth. What's good? Punisher, what's up? Yeah, it's a lot, man, to intake, because as you're intaking all of it, you're still like there's people. What's up, Down? People are still processing this shit. What's up, Lecky Lynn? Rod's in here. I've seen you before. It's too much to go all the way back up. And Double DD. What's that? We she. Yeah, so I don't know. It's kind of hard to like wake people up to this, right? But now it's in their face. So, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, there's no escape from it. Some people say to me, they go, "Oh, Sklript, but you just don't understand all this shit." And da 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 da. Like, you're saying this and you're saying that, but you're you're not saying that there's nothing to worry about. And this is all central casting. I don't believe this is all central casting. I believe when you're told it's central casting, when central casting is said to you, it's central casting. The whole other shit, the Republicans versus the Democrats, that's all central casting. That's political theater. But I mean, like when shit really comes out, there's real receipts. What's up, brother? When there's real receipts, that's when you got to take your time explaining it to people. But don't forget, people did not want to talk to us. Okay? They did not want to talk to us. I know that I've tried to start numerous conversations with people over this and just explaining to them, hey, so do you understand what I was talking about with the child trafficking and the child sacrifice and the adrenochrome? And they're going, oh, adrenochrome is all bullshit. And I'm like, CYM Corp. Here's the receipt. And you know what they would send back to me? Not even that they couldn't believe that was CYM Corp. That's right next to Trump Tower. Good clue. Well, you're finding shit out. At least you're researching. At least you're researching now. Now find out who started it. And then from after you find out who started it, find out who funded it, who put money into it. What is adrenochrome? What is all of this? Why did P. Diddy, known for what he's known for, write a book called The Adrenochrome Witch? Yeah, why did he put a book out like that? Why was Ellen DeGeneres, having so many guests that come on and talk about weird shit? Why does that happen? Why did Diddy sit next to Mike Tyson and get by his ass? Mike Tyson told him, back the fuck up before I bite your ear off and knock you out. Huh? Why did that happen? That's how long it's been happening on the Arsenio Hall show. That's how long these weirdos have been doing shit. So just remember that. Yeah, the EpiPens. All right. So we had a shooting. There was a shooting in Rhode Island. I'm going to get back to a little bit of the regular news here. I know people are going to be like, well, what do you mean, Sklript? Yeah, we're going to get back to a little bit of the regular news. Just to go over certain things. Sometimes it's like you're going over stuff and you're like, fuck, I don't want to go over all this shit. But it happens because you're like, dang, dog. And you're like, yo, I guess I got to do it. Let's see. Pin to your profile. So I got to pin that because nobody's seeing this. I don't even see comments over there. Shout out to everybody on the YouTube page. I'll show you guys the YouTube page. Oh, shit. I got to do this. That would help, right? Did I do the right one? Nope. I didn't. Hold on. Told a liberal last night that only one state bans cannibalism. They asked, why the fuck did I look that up, dumbass? Because that's what's in the news right now. Really, the news unlocks the map, right? I mean, it's there. People can't say that it's not on the news. It's on the news. This is how I'm feeling right now.
There's Bible verse.
Let me read that to you.
Think about some.
So it says, every man after reading the worst of the Epstein emails.
There's Bible verse. I think about sometimes. Many times. It goes. Then I heard the voice of the Lord saying, whom shall I send? And who will go for us? And I said, here am I. Send me. Book of Isaiah chapter 6.
That's how deep it gets. People go, oh no, Sklript. So this is what happened in Rhode Island here. Listen, this is fucking crazy. But this was video shows gunfire erupt at an ice rink in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Multiple victims reported. So wife and child shot and killed, I think. That's a school game, guys. School game. Kind of crazy. Oh, I fast forwarded. Hold on.
Word, dude just got hit.
Yeah, the husband shot the wife and the kid and then himself. No, this is the sickness that's happening. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. That's why I tell everybody stay free. You know, stay vigilant and stay strapped.
I got hit multiple times, one on the arm, one on the
Yeah, the schools. I agree. The schools will be shut down. I'm pretty sure that that's what's going next. It's going to be a complete shutdown again. And nobody wants to hear that shit. But anyways,
That was the shooter?
They can't tell you nothing. Well, one thing I know is there wasn't a kid.
Yeah, that was the
I know they said five people were shot. I know that.
Fucking, they some hoes, nigga. Nigga was in there with an AR or something in there. This shit. Yo, bro, you got that?
Careful, yep.
Come on,
Back up.
man. You said this shit falling on the other side. World star, world star. Hold your money. Say cheese, Providence, everybody.
Then they was all going in here so fast when the cops.
My name Ali Burr, and it's Snow Tucker.
Banging on his rim.
Look, they ain't playing. They hitting their own.
yeah, it's kind of crazy. The whole shit. Hold on. Go back over here real quick. All right. So, from local reports, he shot the wife, shot in the crowd, and then shot himself. I don't think they've confirmed the two kids. It may be the oldest daughter, but not confirmed. He's pictured below. No, Rhode Island. Getting crazy out there. So, another trans-involved shooting. When is the media going to deal with this reality? Canada's largest mass shooting by another male, saying they are female, and the media called it a female shooter. Enough. This is the shooter at the ice rink. I played hockey with his son, who is one of the victims he shot at. He killed his young daughter and shot his ex-wife and someone else at his other son's senior night. Psychopath used to come to games dressed like a woman one day and lifting dumbbells, pacing back and forth the next. It's like they can't control themselves. Their minds are out of orbit. You know? I don't know. Anyways. So, that's what goes on in the world lately, and nobody hears nothing about Iran, huh? Nothing about Iran. I don't hear anything about Iran. Shout out to everybody over there on YouTube. I'm going to show everybody the... let me see if I can get this. Oh, I can't see it, can I? Oh, that's why. Oh, let me see if it goes through it. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Now it should go to it. I can't see who's in YouTube. I don't know why I can't see who's in YouTube. Live chat. There we go. No? Well, anyways, shout out to everybody on YouTube. Let me show everybody on Rumble, the YouTube channel. Real quick. I gotta show it to you real quick. This is the channel. It's just Sklript News Network. You'll see the 1776 original Patriots. You can see this. Everybody on Rumble. Let me mute that. Got it. Okay, so that is the page. It's brand new, so I'll copy it. I'll put it in here. Go follow it if you can. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Eventually, we'll get YouTube popping the same way. And I will not, just because I know YouTube's probably going to be monitoring this. YouTube will be monitoring the live. I don't play nothing but my music, whether it's AI or my real music. That's all I do is play my own music. Yes, sir. Okay. All right. This whole tour a mess. Who is this? Fan account? I don't even know what the hell this is. Okay. Anyways, UPS driver hilariously chased by wild turkeys. He got chased by turkeys. That's pretty cool.
All right.
Oh shit, my bad.
No, I gotta get back.
Yo, look at the turkeys. Yeah.
Yo, better back up. Jesus Christ. I'm 40 years old. I can't be dealing with this.
Thanks, Janet.
Come on. Crazy bird. What? They be crazy. Yo, yeah, you're telling me I've been chasing them for 5 minutes. What do y'all want?
Yeah, I watched the you talking about the Bad Bunny thing, the whole Bad Bunny halftime show. So I don't know if you peeped it with I said it before, but they were saying that he was climbing up a cross and he wasn't. I mean, it could represent that, but he wasn't. He was climbing up the telephone poles to represent that they were without electric for like fucking 6-8 months over in Puerto Rico, man. And the governor, I've explained this a bunch of times, the governor and the mayor hoarded all the supplies over there. The only thing that I don't agree with is like, and this is just me, like, you know, if kids are watching, they don't need to see a man and a man grinding on each other. They don't need to see a woman and a woman grinding on each other. Kids don't need to see shit like that, period. Like, I don't understand why these people can't just keep shit separated, man. You want to go to the strip club, you want to go to the drag street club, wherever the hell you want to go, that's fine. Just don't bring fucking children. They don't need to see that. Their minds are impressionable and you're forcing them and grooming them. That's what that is. That's grooming. In my mind, that's grooming. I saw this. I'm not a Jordan Sather fan or anything like that because I don't know. He talked shit about me back when we were going after Phil or whatever. But I know he had beef with Phil, so I don't understand why he was talking shit about me. But whatever. Who cares? Anyways, he makes a few good points here. Here, just peep it. Allegedly.
Plot twist, what if these Epstein survivors being paraded in front of the cameras might not be victims at all? What if at least some of them are trying to cover up their own sketchy actions with Epstein? And
I also think that the government uses situations like this so they can discredit the real victims.
Maybe get a payout from this. I'll refer you to a video I made a few days ago about the money behind this Release the Files push. Exhibit A, Reid Hoffman, Epstein Island visitor, LinkedIn founder, paid for major Release the Files TV advertisements with these survivors in them. And Exhibit B, Soros and Rockefeller-funded NGOs have been involved in setting up press conferences for these survivors. Now, we are getting reports that pretty much all of these survivors being paraded in front of the cameras, like at AG Bondi's hearing here, were actually adults at the time of their alleged victimization. And one of them, Anuska, allegedly was even emailing Epstein while he was incarcerated in Florida, offering to come visit him, offering to send him pictures of herself. And she was
Now see that? Guys, come on now. Come on now. Wake up. Wake up. That's fishy. That is fishy. That is fishy. It's very fishy. Okay.
31 while she was doing this. And later, after Epstein died or whatever, she got $3 million from the estate. As this question asks, sounds like a real victim, right? Was that a payoff for something? What's really going on with these survivors and the Release the Files push? Survivors. These files coming out are a net positive. They're waking a lot of people up to a lot of shit, spreading a lot of awareness. But beware of the political psyops behind this whole thing, as I've been saying. A lot of bullshit being pushed by the mainstream media and clickbait influencers on social media with this whole thing.
Make sure you don't get caught up in the psyops too, man, because there's a lot of psyops out here, man. There's so many damn psyops, it's hard for anybody to even catch all of them. I see, Stacy, you wrote, did Bad Bunny burn the American flag? You talking about the one where he's in the dress and he's got the little American flag that he's burning? Is that the one you're talking about? Because that's a fake. That's AI. That's not real. Yeah. And I'm not taking up for him. Just giving you the facts. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can get over here. Here. So, because I saw that too, and I was like, damn, this motherfucker's burning the flag. So somebody made that up, push propaganda or whatever. They don't have that anywhere. I mean, if you can show me the video of them doing it, I mean, definitely send it. What's up, Max? Oh, shit, Max is in the building. What's good, bro? I know Kev's out there trolling like a motherfucker, too. No, Bad Bunny did not burn the American flag. The image circulating on social media is a hoax generated by artificial intelligence. During his Super Bowl LX halftime show, he actually appeared in front of an American and other flags, said God bless America, and celebrated North, South, and Central American nations. Now, the standing up for the national anthem, I don't know. That I can't give you no answers on. I can't give you any answers on that. But I have a lot of friends that are Puerto Rican and a lot of friends that are Dominican, and even they were saying he shouldn't have performed that one song, because that one song was like about boning girls or boning guys, whatever it was. Like, he shouldn't have did that, even though it was in Spanish. And I thought the FCC was going to fine him for that, but he did not get fined $10 million. Bad Bunny did not get fined $10 million. Jay-Z did not get fired from the halftime show. There's a lot of bullshit shit going on out there. That's why it's important to make sure you don't get caught up and recycle it. Even me, sometimes I'm too quick and I need to sit back and wait those 72 hours or, wait 48 hours. In my case, 24 hours. And I'm on it. But yeah, there's a lot of that going on. Just remember that. There's a lot of that going on out here. People just want to put shit up and it goes viral, and now they're happy it's viral, but meanwhile, it's a fucking lie. You know what I'm saying? So just stay on point out here, guys. That's all, man. Just my opinion. A lot of people are going to be burning the flag when they find out the politicians. Yeah, if they're not removed. Just my opinion too, Remington. I'm with you on that, man. I'm sure Red Pill feels the same way. I'm sure everybody in this room feels the same way. Like, if our government is so corrupt that they know, like, because they know more than us, right? They're the fucking the three-letter agencies, the FBI. I mean, for fucking Pete's sake, it's the Attorney General, the U.S. Attorney General. It's also the head of the FBI, the director. Like, these people know more than they've been shown more than we've been shown. They were shown so much that fucking Dan Bongina had to go back to being the podfather, the pod chotter. I don't know. He had to go back to podcasting. So instead of just draining the swamp and staying there and draining the swamp, and then then he's like gaslighting us. Oh, you had the chance and none of y'all did nothing. I didn't have no chance. Put me in, coach. Yo, put me in, coach. Put me in. Put me in. I don't need to do no music. I don't need to do no podcasting. Put me in. Put me in. I'll chase these fuckers down, bro. Send me after the elites. Send me to Davos. I'll take them all out. One shot. Send me to Davos, fuckers. Oh, man. Good question. Yo, who is ever going to trust the government? Not for a long time again. Part of the test. Well, yeah, because in order to restore the republic, it has to come back to we the people, and we the people are getting pissed, but we're not pissed enough. I'm just saying. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And shout out to the Dad Gang. I got this hat. This is a pretty dope hat. I like it. It's made by the Dad Gang, and it's all about dads. And get a round of applause. Yes, sir. And back to it, because I really didn't get to play this fully now. Now I get to play it fully. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Let me pull the full one over here. I think I have it. I think I can. If you go to, remember, it's hip hop and politics. Hip hop and politics. If you go to Spotify and if you go to Apple, a lot of people have Spotify. I found a lot more people have Apple than Spotify, which was weird. And people have Amazon. It's all on Amazon. But if you go to Spotify, right, you go to Spotify, and let me see if I can find it real quick. I'll go wrong over here for a second. You know what I'm saying? You go over here, and here is the track. It's a rabbit hole. This is it right here, produced by Stress the White Boy, Script Keeper, and Tony Slippers. All right? This is a dope track, man. I'm going to play this. And yeah, we're going to play this, and I'll probably just scroll over there on X. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Yeah, thumbs up. Let's go.
Crash, call, crash, or an OD.
Oh, wait. We got to play it from the beginning, bro. I was playing it in the car. Hold on. There we go.
The pill you took is part of a trace program. It's designed to disrupt your input-output carrier signal so I can pinpoint your location.
What does that mean? It means buckle your seatbelt. It's Kansas. It's going bye-bye.
Slippers. My brother Script Keeper. They say never again, but we lining up like sheep. They say that they woke, but they really asleep. Who really goes and researching secrets that they keep? Prepare to go down the rabbit hole to go deep. They say never again, but we lining up like sheep. They say that they woke, but they really asleep. Who really goes and researching secrets that they keep? Prepare to go down the rabbit hole that goes deep. First off, God children ain't for sale. That's a crime that deserves no bail. Straight to hell, fuck the bullshit. Show us the list. We don't trust the government, we know what time it is. Took 30 years to admit they took out Kennedy. COVID happened, they were quick with the remedy. 9/11, a government's an enemy. Right now they're flying on how to dead me. Plane crash, call crash, or an OD. Maybe a suicide like they did Isaac Nappy. I don't trust the elite. Reptilian vampires see the sacrifice in the woods, the hour by the fire. I trust the Simpsons before I ever trust the news. They lie about each other, so of course they lie to you. They admit that they lie, you still think they tell the truth. Honey say free the slaves that hide at Wilkes Booth. The whole tree no good when poison in the root. The whole tree's no good when poison in the root. They say never again, but we lining up like sheep. They say that they woke, but they really asleep. Who really goes and research the secrets that they keep? Prepare to go down the rabbit hole and go deep. They say never again, but we lining up like sheep. They say that they woke, but they really asleep. Who really goes and research the secrets that they keep? Prepare to go down the rabbit hole and go deep.
Scroll, static in the scroll zone, panic mode, mind in the matrix, that I got my soul cloned. Truth in disguise, whole system like a black op. Faith got jacked, profits painted for the backdrop. Feed loop and fear, algorithm on repeat. Morals in the mirror, looking forward when I speak. Fighting off shadows that mimic how I think. I'm punching through reflections, I'm bleeding through the ink. Overload circuits, fry hopes on credit. Truth got repo, they're facts synthetic. Peel the layers back, smell the wires when they smoke. Heartbeat static, every breath spit gun stroke. Click one link and the system's attacking. Half red pill, half assassin. Eyes gone cold, pressure keep me grounded. Thought I saw truth, but the vision turned malice. Now I'm falling through the darkened rabbit hole, snatching dead rabbits. Tea spilled, shattered side by side, Mad Hatters, Wonderland savage.
They say never again, but we lining up like sheep. They say that they woke, but they really asleep. Who really goes to research the secrets that they keep? Prepare to go down the rabbit hole and go deep. They say never again, but we lining up like sheep. They say that they woke, but they really asleep. Who really goes to research the secrets that they keep? Prepare to go down the rabbit hole and go deep. Who really goes and research the secrets that they keep? Prepare to go down the rabbit hole and go deep.
This is a
Prepare
heater,
to go
man.
down the rabbit hole and go deep.
Have you ever had a dream where you
Yeah.
were so sure it was real?
That's true. That's true, Stacy.
How would you know the difference
And a few other things.
This kid,
Shout out to Tony Slippers, Stress the White Boy, Danny Diablo, Il Rock. You know what I'm saying? The whole squad, man. Yeah, so Slips, I've been rocking with Slips for like a fucking long time, man, over 20 years. Oh my God, like 25. I don't even know. We go back so fucking far, but we've always, you know, like made songs, adapted and made things, but we were always ahead of like what was out. That's the crazy part. We were always ahead of like, because we were rapping about this stuff, Epstein and this shit, like 2015, maybe even before that. But you know, the elites are the elites. But yeah, man, it is what it is. Oh, that's old school. That's from the summer. I'm not paying attention to them. I don't have time, man. I did nothing but offer friendship. That's it, man. And friendship, man. But friendship doesn't always work out, does it, huh? Well, Scrippy, one day you'll find out, huh? Hold on, let me grab something for you. Let's go over here. You guys heard about Robert Duvall died, right? He was in a lot of movies, interesting movies like John Q and Falling Down, which is a lot like how many are feeling right now. Aliens from another planet. I do not own the rights to this, YouTube. Do not censor me. This is on TikTok, Fair Use Copyright Act.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Napalm.
Show your hands, show your hands.
Thank you for the dinner and a very pleasant evening.
Godfather. Don't forget about the Godfather.
Maybe your car could take me to the airport. Mr. Corleone is a man who insists on hearing bad news immediately.
Let me tell you something, okay? Here. I put a roof over your head, money in your pocket, clothes on your back, food in your mouth.
Yeah, we can call them demons. Was Robert Duvall part of the club? He is likely long gone, and the White Hats rolled out his death on today's date, so that it would align with the Q-drop strategy, narrative, and current news. See, I have a problem with that because he was just in a movie. They're going to say it's AI. I already know that, but I don't agree with everything, guys. Not everything, man. Not everything. That's just me, though. You know, Robert Duvall was also in Apocalypse Now. Now think of Revelations chapter 6, 1-8. This passage describes the opening of the first 4 of the 7 seals by the Lamb, Christ, revealing the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. White horse, conquest. Red horse, war. Black horse, famine. Pale horse, death. It's going to be biblical. Year of the horse, February 17th. Yo, what up, Bite Master? Yo, Bite Master, thank you for that that Cash App. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I know you sent it out yesterday and I seen it. I sent you the thank you quick because I didn't want it to be like I forget over here, but I remember. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's see. Duck, Goose Champion. Robert Duvall is a towering figure in American cinema, known not only for his extraordinary acting, but also for his lifelong connection to horses and the Western lifestyle. Born in 1931. Holy shit. My dad's age. Duvall's career spans decades with roles ranging from gritty dramas to classic westerns. Outside of acting, Duvall is an avid horseman and rancher. He grew up in rural Virginia when he developed his equestrian skills, which later enhanced the authenticity of his cowboy roles. On set, he often performed his own horseback scenes, lending credibility and natural grace to his characters. Beyond acting, he's remained committed to horse breeding and riding, living a lifestyle deeply connected to the land and animals he so often portrays on screen. Should talk about the Nephilim again and the vampires? Yeah, not tonight. That's too much. That's too much right now, Trace. I was already putting stuff up. I started like setting it up. But yeah, no, not tonight, man. I started a little bit, a tiny bit. Look, biblical. It's going to be biblical. Godfather 3. That's crazy. There are 27 Q drops with the word Godfather, specifically Godfather 3. Watch all 3 movies in the Godfather series. Truth in movies, it's going to be biblical. We'll get to it. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that Wednesday. All right, Wednesday. Hey, guys, you really want to get this shit popping? So I don't got to play my 15-minute video with the trap. But that mud fossil video is pretty dope, though. Right, Trace? Lily Anime, my bad. That video is dope. The one that we have, right? We can run that shit. We can run that one, man. That's got the crazy music in the background.
Let's be clear on something. He did not die on the cross for your sins. He was murdered for speaking truth against religion itself. And his name is not Jesus. In John 5:43, he says, I come in my Father's name, but you receive me not. But the one who comes in his own name, ye shall receive. His name is Yahusha, coming in his Father's name of Yah.
You know what's crazy, though? I can't listen to these people. You speak English. When you start picking up that dialect, you start speaking that dialect, I'll roll out with you. Oh, boy. Yes, he was tortured, then murdered as the king of the Jews. And they didn't even want that. You know who put that on them, right? Wait, on Guthrie? Wait, who's that? Oh, the thing that's on TV every day. My bad. I forgot about that. Sometimes I get caught up in the analogy. Let me read this real quick. Absolutely, this is the time when people's dirt can be scrubbed off. Their evil past is catching up with them. No more secrets hidden. People who have been admired and worshipped are being stripped naked in front of the entire world and are being rightfully judged for their criminally insane behaviors. It is now impossible for them to hide. Our president is getting out of their way and allowing them to bury themselves with their evil deeds. Now sleepers will have to wake up to this sickening shit that is undeniable. For those that pride themselves in knowing everything through social media, they will discover their sources did not do enough deep dives on individuals that pretend to be Christians, but are wolves in sheep's clothing. See? You see? Yahashua, there's 4 different names. There really is, though. And if you go back to the Indians, when they got into war and they started doing their war chant, they were literally singing Yahweh. And people don't even know that. But you can get it confused in the translation of everything, too. But I seen demons get casted out in the name of Jesus. So I don't know. And they wouldn't be banning the name of Jesus. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't be banning you and censoring you when you say it. That was the money comment right there. All right, hold on. Let me come back to this. Deep dives on individuals that pretend to be Christians but are wolves in sheep's clothing. We are too quick to put smart, accomplished, and good, godly people on permanent pedestals when their past is actually grotesque and filthy. Our president knows everything. He is a genius. He knows his opponent's chess moves 7 moves out. He has the patience necessary for we, the people, to come to our own conclusions about who is who and why. But I also think he is anxious and eager for us to become so disgusted and angry with filthy behavior that we won't be opposed to whoever falls into that category being justly and severely punished. Now, I ain't going to read the rest of that because I'm going to read the rest of that at the end of this show. That's when it would go with where we're going. But yeah. Like the people that worked for EMP strategists and worked for the DOD and things like that. Now, all of a sudden, they're just running, Christian organizations in the name of God. The Vatican is a big rabbit hole. Read Godfather 3, reference Banco Ambrosiano scandal, in my honest opinion. Yeah, but don't forget about the black nobility. You got to go Ignatius Loyola, All of them. Go back, man. What about the 1611 edition of the Bible? Remember when they Freemasonificated the 1611 edition of the King James Version, where they removed wicked governments and wicked governors out of the Bible in Ephesians 6:12 through 18. They removed it purposely so you wouldn't say wicked governments. And I do believe that POTUS is anxious. I do believe that they're waiting for us to step up and handle, and handle business, man, because it's too many of them out here, man. There's too many of them out here that are, in my opinion, getting away with shit. And I think that's the part that's not perplexed, but like get me kind of pissed, because I don't want nobody getting away with harming children. None of them. None of them get away with it. All right, I'm going to play one other one real quick. Let me go back over here. This is a pretty good video. I like this guy's videos. He goes in, man. The trumpet, he's so on point, this guy, man. He puts it down pretty good. It's a good thing, good thing, good thing, good thing. And she's like, I know it's too much to do it. No, we'll do it. Send me videos. Everybody start sending me videos. Darling lady, I'll check it in a few minutes. But if Wednesday we're going to do the Nephilim, the vampires, Dracula, we'll go through the whole thing. We'll go on how, there's regular people in the movement that are still on, we brokered conventions and, Republican Democrat and, conservative liberal. And we're going to vote our way out of this, guys. The 2020 election was stolen and none of that matters. They're killing children. Period. They're trafficking children. None of it matters. They're all involved, right and left. That once you see that, then you're going to really want to hold the line.
I will not be compliant. If you push, I'm defiant. Just try it. It is bound to get violent when you walk this way. I won't stop until you're down in your grave with a couple of your friends to keep you company. At the moment's notice, I'll be swinging the blade, saying, look at this beautiful mess I made. When the enemy is at your door, you better hold that line. When you find out what they're looking for, you better roll the dice.
All right, we'll play that on the way out. Anyways, let's listen to the trumpet.
Come on, you want to take Google Earth to the synagogue of Satan? All you got to do is type in Washington, D.C. Go right there to the Washington Monument and then back up a little bit, and we're going to go to the Lincoln Memorial. It's going to be right here. It's a temple, and it says the people put their back against the temple and then face due east, and then you'll see the Washington Monument right there. And of course, that's a big obelisk, and it says facing the rising sun. I think that's 666 all over. There's that triangle right there. That's on the back of the $1 bill. And this is all next on the trumpet. The number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Lincoln's staring straight at the first 666 I'm going to show you. The Washington Monument is 555 feet tall. And if you take that, 555, times 12 inches, well, there's the number. If you remember at the beginning of the video, there was a big triangle right there behind the Washington Monument. And if you use the measuring tool and you put the tip of it right there at the bottom of the pyramid, you'll see that same number come up again right there. The pyramid is just like the one on the back of the $1 bill. And if you count the lines of the streets that go through that particular piece of pyramid, I mean, you do know this stuff's all over the internet. Synagogue of Satan, Star of Heaven. 6,660 feet is the underground entrance to the Capitol. So at the other end of the Capitol, where the pyramid and the obelisk are, is a Lincoln Memorial, which is a temple, and it faces east. And I'm going to tell you all about that in just a minute, but if you click on that little blue ellipse right there and scroll around a little bit, you can see right inside the temple, and there's Lincoln sitting in the chair with his back to the temple. It says temple right there. This is the book of Ezekiel in the Old Testament. Men with their backs towards the temple, facing towards the east, and they worship the sun towards the east. That's him in the temple right there. And that obelisk is exactly what he's facing east. This has got stonemason / Freemason written all over it. Washington's stonemason ponytail with his back to God. That's because Washington thought he was super special. You know, it's painted right there on
So you just learned something. So did I.
the dome of the Capitol. Washington ascending into heaven as a god. Washington ascending into the heavens. I am a 33rd degree Mason and I'm going to heaven. One of the greatest abominations pointed out in the Bible is when men have their back to the temple facing east, worshiping towards the rising sun. Turning your back on the temple, just like turning your back on God. Bro, you got all these people shaking their heads down here.
Shit is crazy, right? Oh, they're like, Sklript, don't play that shit, man. I just wanted to play that one. I thought that one was really, really interesting. I have some other things. Hold on. This came out really good. I'm actually happy with myself, man, the way I'm getting with the graphics and, you know, through that site I sent you, all the lower levels of the family. Damn, so you doing the dig? Would you want to come on, bro? You don't got to go on camera, but you want to come on and do that? We'll set a date for it and we'll go over the whole entire thing, Max. I'm down with that. Yeah, he's called the Trumpet on TikTok, Red Pill. He's really good, man. And then sending letters to TMZ of all places. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of things that connect into that. Remember 9/11 when everyone in America was so pissed at the supposed terrorist that carried out the evil? Little did we know who was really behind it, but everyone was mad as hell. Yep. And then nobody talks about 9/12 when everybody came together. Yo, 9/12, everybody came together. Did you guys see my opening video today? Hold on, I'm gonna play the video.
12 with the ink, 16 sharpen the blade, 17 spitting like Bill stay unpaid. Freestyle, 100 chase down predators quick. Expose every shadow they thought would exist. Truth over trend, I don't edit the script. Mixtape militant, audit the fraud. Receipts talk louder than industry guards. Script keeper stamped, I don't miss. Script keeper flip the script, eyes wide open. Truth hit hard, every word stay loaded. No lies told, no leash on the movement. Stand up now, yeah, we know what the truth is. Script keeper flip the script, eyes wide open. Truth hit hard, every word stay loaded. No lies told, no leash on the movement. Stand up now. No silver platter, I ate off belief. Built every brick while they slept on relief. Chain breaker cadence, detox the feed, archive the lies, let the evidence speak. Live stream raw, no shadow to hide. Every upload, pill another disguise. No sponsor leash, no corporate breath. I move independent, allergic to death. Crowd feeling shift when the baseline hit. Red pill pressure make the matrix glitch. Truth ain't safe, but it's lit when it's spit. Script keeper stay lit. Script keeper.
Yo, that's
12 with the ink, 16 sharpen the.
It's fire. I like it. I like it. And then this is another one.
But the devil wears Prada and he slips in disguise. So we sharpen the center, painting the gold. Now we kings of our stories, not what we've been sold.
See the grin on his face, that's a mask for the pain. Wear a suit for the war, but he's lost in the game. Shakes hands with a smile, got a cross and a chain. But he profits off of blood when it falls like rain. Penthouse views while the block stay broke. Sell hope to the crowd like it's all one joke. They push pills in the dark with a bishop's robe. Then preach clean living from a script that they wrote. The devil lies.
That shit is dope, man. Oh, I've been going in. I've been going in. Let me see if I can grab this one over here. Hold on a second. Boom. That should go in. Did that come up? Yep. Okay. So this one is a pretty good video right here. They put this in my comment section. Hold on, guys. The phrase "I'm tired, boss" is kidding me hard now. They are tiring us. Oh, we need to snap out. Yeah, that was from what's the name of that movie? Red Pill. Is that General Flynn? Oh shit. What's the name of the what's the name of that movie, man? Oh, fuck. 12 miles something. Fuck, I can't think of it. Tom Hanks was in it. What's the name of that damn movie, man? Come on, man. That General Flynn? It wasn't General Flynn.
Is that General Flynn?
Oh, shit. Green Mile. Thank you. Thank you. See, you guys got it, man. You got it for me. Hey. I was like, wait, what's the name of the damn movie? All right, check this out. So I put this video up on Sunday, right? And, you know, I look for things like this. You know, and some people say that I hate cops. I don't hate cops, dude. But you got to understand, your whole corporate law, your color of law, your maritime law, admiralty, we supersede that. Our rights were given to us and endowed to us, and they're unalienable rights, okay? Were endowed to us by our creator, okay? We're living, breathing men, living, breathing women, living, breathing, you know, children of God, all right? So the reason why they do all this crazy shit to switch up the genders and get everybody all crazy and flipping out in their brain is because they need you confused so they can absolve you and take you away from that. They know this. That's the revelation of the method. You give them consent by abiding by their bullshit fucking laws. And I got news for you. If anybody in Congress went along and knew about this shit that was happening with the children being trafficked, any of that shit, anything that has to do with treason or anything is null and void. Null and void. You know, there was somebody that spoke about this. His name was John F. Kennedy Sr. Kennedy Sr. said secret societies, repugnant. Now, just remember I said this. It doesn't mean, oh, it's just the Masons, it's the Freemasons, the Illuminati. Secret societies. They have secret societies in the military. They have secret societies over in the politician network. Secret societies at your capital, in your fucking county, and in your district. Yes, they click up. Yo, thank you, Sean. I appreciate that. 57 Fit for Life. Thank you, bro. Hold on, let me give you a... We got to get that. Thank you, bro. Can you give Teresa an emotional damage? I got you. Hold on. Emotional. You want me to do it, or you want my guy to do it? Hold on. Let's. I did it somewhere in here. We're on my 300th show. The next show I do will be 300. Holy shit. That's when you know I've been doing this. This is a lot of shows. And I went live on Instagram all the time with no damn podcasting or nothing. 2 phones, 2 stands, and I showed you your receipts. And they were Epstein shit back in 2018, 2019.
Emotional damage. I will send you to Jesus. Emotional damage. I will send you to Jesus. Emotional damage. I will send you to Jesus.
I will send you to Jesus. But yeah, that's the crazy part we have to realize, though. They do want to absolve the confused, man. Steve Bannon is perfect example of that. Like, I got people mad at me. So I got tagged in a post. I'm not going to say no names. Shout out to the person that tagged me in the post. There's 5 other people tagged in that post. Max probably saw this. Now, there were some people in there. I didn't have nothing against nobody. A lot of people followed me in there. Teresa, you enjoyed it. Emotional damage. I did see people attack me. You know, it was the same. It's the same playbook, the same click, the same circle, right? So they attacked me in that conversation. And I've had conversations outside of X and in the DM chats with that person that tagged me in there with the 4 other people. And they're all saying we're all, you know, grifters and this and that and whatever. I have been the same out here since day one. Nothing has changed. I've been rocking the same way, working a regular job. Sometimes I don't work, you know, I may have got hurt, whatever the case was. I was in a car accident. My neck is still fucked up. I'm still going. I fell 40 feet off a roof. I'm not asking for a pity fucking, you know, gathering. But like, I've been through my shit. I've been out here the same person since I started, and I had the chances to grift. I had the chances where media agencies were hitting me up. They weren't hitting y'all up. All these fucking people that are, you know, talking all that, they weren't hitting y'all up. They were hitting me up. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't do it. Same thing with the record deals. I had one record deal in front of me. I didn't sign it. Thank God I had somebody telling me, don't sign that shit, because that probably would have been it for me, you know? I'm still, exactly, Two Digger, I'm still rocking the same. And I see their comments. They think I don't see their comments because they block me or I block them. I see your comments. It doesn't bother me. They're like the bottom of the, the barrel of the crabs. You're down there fighting with each other to get where I'm at. I've come a long way. I built my shit brick from brick by myself. Okay. And I've helped people build their shit from scratch, brick by brick. And I don't ask for nothing in return, ever. The only thing I've ever asked is go stream my music. Go get a t-shirt. If you want to do a Rumble rant, in whatever the case is. If you want to subscribe to my ex or whatever, you know what I mean? And I don't even push that. There's a lot of people out here every 5 minutes that tell you got to subscribe, you got to subscribe, you got to subscribe. I don't got to do that. I don't have to beg people to watch me. I don't need to send people in to say, hey, you need to watch Sklript. It's the best show on the planet. I don't need to do shit like that. People that do shit like that are panicking because they can see that their shit is not authentic. It's fucking falling off. Some of us have been out here for a long time before I heard of anybody on X, But shout out to that person that tagged me into that post. I ain't gonna say no names. Max, let me see if you put it in here. If you're on X, you've seen it. But shout out to that person because they do a lot to wake people up. And they may say that they're a grifter or whatever, but they do a lot to wake people up. I've always been trying to help people that's always tried to help other people wake up. Always, man, Oh yeah. Oh yeah, right. It wasn't her though. Yes, Shemaine Nugent. She said she posted my stuff and she got her page taken down. I'm like, damn. Or they suspended her or something. I feel bad, when that shit happens to people. And people do change. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not one here to judge everybody and call out everybody because I don't have the patience for it. But the truth is, we should all be fucking pissed about children being trafficked. The other part that we should be pissed about, and I'm just going to tell you now, and this is 100. Oh, so this is, don't tell me this is, the other part that you should be pissed about is 110% is that the government's been behind this before Trump was in there, before, Donald Trump ran again. Just remember, but he goes back to them. Yes, he goes back to fucking Epstein and all that shit. He's the one that called the fucking, the cops and the FBI and cooperated. Yes, that's all true. But all I see them doing is like Trump, but it's all of them, guys. How come you're not calling out anybody else? I don't get it. It just doesn't make no sense, man. And there's people that are in the movement that are constantly going and doing that, and they're like not calling out the other people. I got a deal for you. How about this? How about we call out everybody? Everybody. Bill Clinton, he's been there 28 times. Reid Hoffman, all these people, man. So many of them. Zuckerberg. Oh, I'm not trying to believe that shit that they went down there and they did anything. I don't believe that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that shit. You don't have to. Don't believe it. If you don't want to believe it, that, like I said, that's all on you. You don't have to believe it. But if you're a celebrity and you're saying you don't believe it, and there's enough proof out here, right? And there's enough proof out here. I suggest you should just say no comment. No kids should be taken advantage of. Breaking news. No kids should be trafficked. No children should be harmed or hurt. None. Zero. That's it. Thank you, Remington. Yeah, Brett been going in too. What's up, Red Phil? He was there when I needed answers and feeling we were doomed facts. Yeah. They're saying Ghislaine Maxwell looks like Guthrie's mother. No, she don't look like Guthrie's mother. That's crazy. And whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? What am I going to say? I'm glad I woke you up, Stacey. Womp, womp, womp. Let's see. Hit that like is all I can do every time. 2 Digger, I appreciate that. Cloud65, appreciate you. 57 Fit for Life. I appreciate you, bro. 57 Fit. Yo, Sean been feeling like me, man. We've been feeling like this for a while. Like, we're going to have to do something. I'm being serious, man. Predators are getting beat, too. Look, child predator runs for his life after meeting a kid. I like shit like this. Beat his ass.
Get the fuck out of my restaurant. Do something. Police are coming. Yes, they are. Yeah, exactly. Get
out.
Hey,
You going
the
to
police
jail.
are coming.
Get, and you can wait on them outside my restaurant.
Nah, the police coming.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Now I got you for assault.
Oh my. Give me for assault, bitch. You're a child predator. Give me for assault, pussy. What, we out? Nah.
Oh shit, he going in to get his ass.
I can't wait till the police get here. What you got going on here, child predator? What's that? Write a line, mark a line. What you got going on?
He gonna write a stern.
kind of-
He's gonna write a stern letter to the police that he got assaulted.
Child predator activities do we got?
I like seeing shit like that. Some people are like, you're taking too much. Are you crazy? They hurt children. I want to see them get destroyed, beat the shit out of, man, for real. What does it say? Lindsey Graham, who is in Israel, says he needs Americans to understand that a new terrorist attack may take place in the United States unless there is regime change in Iran. The threats over here can come home. We need to partner with Israel. If we conduct a military operation. They should take Lindsay to Gitmo, man. I bet you they got some shit on Lindsay, too, man. I bet you, boy. Police chief was grabbed by those guys. Oh, yeah. That's what I was going to show. Thanks, Rod. Fuck, man. How did I forget that, bro? Right here. Here it is, man. There we go.
What does that mean? I'm a police officer. That's what I thought.
So he was not the chief. He was the lieutenant or the deputy chief. Whatever. But anyways, he's a pedo. And the cop that was arresting him looked like she fucking recognized him.
You're a police officer.
Yeah.
Where?
Miami-Dade.
You're a Miami-Dade police officer? Are you fucking kidding me? You're here to serve and protect, and you're caressing a 15-year-old's face? Holy fuck! You're active duty? Oh my. Miami-Dade? We got a cop right here. Miami-Dade police officer. Miami-Dade police officer, active. Fucking piece of shit.
There we go. Yep, PD files. Lock them all up. But they'll be let off. That's the bad part. So I was going to check this out, and he doesn't follow me. But I went to go check it out, and it's not for free. I got to log in to watch it. Satanic cover up. I was kind of pissed because I wanted to see this, but it didn't happen. So anyways, I was going to try and show y'all. But we can go over here and go to Satanic Panic. Satanic Panic, which is a good video. It breaks down a lot. Let's see if I can. Oh, I got to go to media. What's that other one, Max, that breaks down the whole thing of how, like, it goes from the judges down to the cops? Because now we got to go from the judges to the cops. We got to go all the way up. It goes all the way up to, Congress, man. And, that's what I was talking about with the Department of Homeland Security. People were getting mad at me that I was saying, like, oh, well, I'm not trustworthy of anybody right now. I don't trust shit. And, even if it is the good guys in there getting rid of the bad guys, I don't trust shit. I mean, that's just me. Biden was just in there. You already know what Mayorkas and all these people were doing, man. They were literally setting up what they set up here and what they got going here now. So, yeah, I don't know. I just don't jump for that normal shit and that quick shit. I think this is it. No, this was one that I put up, I think. Right?
And the act of selling one's soul.
Yes. Okay, this is the video. So I'm going to play this video.
This brings in the demonic and satanic connection.
Pause.
Project Monarch is heavily tied with Satan.
Hold on. We got to get out of this because I got to go back. So Satanic Panic, Project Monarch. Now I got to find it. I hate when I do that, but that's the only way to find it. Oh, there it is. Okay. I can make it. Folks, what's good, brother? How are you, man? Good to see you, folks. Good to see you in here, bro. Smiles, right, Trace? Oh man, I look at the whole thing. Before I was kind of like, like trying to have a loving heart and trying to just make myself a better person, because a lot of people went after me, attacked me, and then I would flip out and start screaming and shit. And I'm like, man, I ain't dealing with that. But there's one thing, like I'll have a conversation with anybody, whether it's my parents, my father, my brother, my cousins, friends, whatever. When it comes to children, you know, some Christians believe that they can be forgiven. I don't feel like that. I don't feel they deserve that forgiveness. You know, understand? Like, I feel they deserve death. Like, you literally cause trauma to that child for the rest of their life. Who knows if they're even going to have a functioning relationship with a man or a woman when they grow up. Okay? Who knows? So we should give them a fucking pass? No. Hell no. I'm sorry. I won't. It's just not me.
This brings in the demonic and satanic connection. Project Monarch is heavily tied with Satanism. This isn't about whether Satanism or the satanic panic is real, but the fact is, Satanism is a tool used to traumatize children and adults. Satanic imagery is used to traumatize the masses. The top leaders of the mind control program involving Satanism were Anton LaVey and Michael Aquino. Anton LaVey was merely the public agent for Satanism. Through smart publicity tactics, he was able to keep his image semi-clean, never being able to connect himself to pedophilia or child sacrifice, but he was involved with it all. Michael Aquino, a high-ranking military officer and member of LaVey's Satanic Church, was a master of black magic, mind control, and psychological operations. Anton LaVey's daughter, Zena, became pregnant at the age of 14 and described her family life as dysfunctional. She has alluded to the abuse which she endured at the hands of her father and called him evil. She severed ties with him and has dedicated her life to helping sexually abused children in Belgium. Lena Morgana was an up-and-coming Staten Island singer and performer who was known around town for her sexy voice and unique style. Before Stephanie Germanotta was Lady Gaga, she was a wealthy, spoiled rich girl from New York. She met Lena and they started collaborating on music. They were both scouted out by the same agent, Rob Fasari, and produced a song together. Lena Morgana fell to her death in 2008 at the age of 19 from a New York hotel. The same year, Lady Gaga produced her debut album, The Fame. Lena's mother has spoken out against Gaga for killing her and stealing her identity. Was this Lady Gaga's sellout moment? In 2013, Lady Gaga went on a bizarre mind program retreat with Marina Abramovich. Lady Gaga endured several exercises to test her resilience, such as screaming until her voice gave out, walking naked in the woods for hours with nothing but a blindfold, and lying on the ground with a block of ice. What we are witnessing is ritual trauma. Abramovich is a spirit cooker, which is the act of taking blood from the tongue or genitals, mixed with semen to attract certain demons. These rituals force the slaves to take oaths, sign blood contracts, and make blood covenants. These sacrifices can be a family member, friend, or their firstborn child. This is to reinforce the trauma, solidify the layering of demons in the programming, and the act of selling one's soul.
And I just think that the whole idea of celebrity and fame has become really convoluted and, you know, kind of bastardized, like whereas fame used to be the byproduct of success, and now it's the ultimate goal. And if your ultimate goal is to be famous, then you're going to do a lot to get there, like sign your name in blood in a contract with the devil. Like you're going to end up on a one-way street and it's going nowhere. Like that's just the truth.
There's a bunch of devil worshippers in Hollywood. And there's a lot of black folks too, and they be throwing up them signs. You see them, this, that, all of them. Watch the rappers, watch them folks. It's scary. It's very scary. That devil is real.
I sold my soul to the devil. I know it's a crappy deal. Used to came with a few toys like a Happy Meal.
I get possessed by the spirits.
I mean, I can try, but then it just doesn't happen. I can sing notes and sing strong and do all these things that when I'm just by myself, I can't do. And I remember right before I performed, I raised my hands up, and it was kind of the first time I felt something else come into me.
I don't want to blame him. I ask him to leave, but he can't. He's here for a reason. People have brought him out. People conjured him up. Now he won't leave.
And
of course, Rihanna is in the building.
Hey, Angie.
Why is your hand?
Before I go forward, that's pretty interesting that Nikki was in there and saying that they conjured up a demon and she can't get rid of it. Was she delivered? Do we have any any footage of her saying she was delivered from that? Because that would be phenomenal if that was like publicly known, and she said that publicly, that she was delivered from that demon that they conjured into her. Do you understand? That's super deep right there, guys. I just figured I'd mention that.
Over your eyes.
Because I'm a devil worshiper. What are you talking about?
Why do you still do it? Why are you still out here?
Well, it goes back to the destiny thing. I made a bargain with it, a long time ago, and I'm holding up my hand.
What was your bargain?
To get where I am now.
Should I ask who you made the bargain with?
with the chief commander.
On this earth?
And this earth, and then in the world we can't see. What has it done to my career?
What has it done to your career?
In what way?
How has it impacted
my
touring, record
album's #1 all over the world. All over the world. America's the only one because I don't want to say too much.
But it's not #1 in the United States.
It's conspiracy, yeah. I don't want to say too much. I'm done.
So she said that she was delivered from the demon. All backmasking. Oh shit! If somebody could put that video in here, but even God's elect will be fooled, man. I never heard that. I never heard that. That she said she got delivered from that demon. I just never heard that. Max, you think you can trace that down? Like Max, you think you can get that from me? Just like 30 seconds. Cut it out, Sklript. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. No. Oh, I put that up. That's on my page. Yeah, I didn't even realize I put this up. Here, I'll put the link into the chat. I'm like, wait, I knew that video was in there. And I'm like, wait a minute. Dang, I put the video up. Hold on. All right, there we go. There it is. Whoever was asking for that before and said, where's that video? It's on X. That's where I posted it. That's where I put most of my stuff at. The only reason is because you can use the Wayback Archive to get that stuff, which is pretty cool. I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. Tells a horrific story of her capture by a Masonic satanic cannibal cult that her family belonged to, linked to the CIA. Carly was born the year after me. This is the story of our time.
Hello, this is...
Wow, that's 17. I don't have 18 minutes to go through that. Give him 1 minute. I know, right? Yo, Max like, got it. Stop playing, man. Stop playing. I got it. He's like, stop playing. I got it, man. Where is this? Do you want me to put this in the chat so you guys can watch this too? It's 18 minutes, so I don't want to start something now because I've only got 10 minutes left. And I'm probably going to do some music on the way out. So just let me know. Type 17 if you want me to. I'm going to put this into the chat too so you guys get that. Hold on. And wait, which one was it? Was it Satanic Panic? Yeah, it's this one. It's under it. Oh, no. Dang it. Tell me I lost it. Okay, it's right here. Shit, how did I lose it already? Forget it. I lost it already. Oh, you got it. He's on it. I was wrong. I typed the question wrong. She's returning and reconnecting with God. Yeah, because that's the only thing that I think about. Like, IG's the worst, bro. Oh, shit. The thread is private, bro. Fuck. Where is that? Is that on X? Nicki Minaj being delivered Fuck, did you see anything, bro? Because I don't want to continue with Google, man. I don't want to do that shit. Hold on a second. I don't like them getting my information, bro. I don't like giving up my information, Max. But that was quick as fuck, bro. Let me see if I can do it with Apple. Use your Apple account to sign in. Perplexity. Oh, I don't know Perplexity. Can you okay, wait. So wait, should I ask ChatGPT? Where was Nicki Minaj or Grok? What about Grok though, bro? Wouldn't Grok tell us? Let me see if I can go to Grok. Hold on. Grok. How should I ask this, Max? Oh no, it wouldn't let me sign in. I was trying to sign in, but it wouldn't let me do it. Is it scrolled down? Let me see. Here, wait, hold on. Let me bring it over. This is all I see, Max. So if I X out of this, nothing. Let's just do this. Okay, let's see. Nicki Minaj. That's pretty dope if she did. Hey, man, I'm with that. I just don't trust Erica Kirk. You know, that's just me, though. Said she had a spiritual homecoming in late 25, 26. Let me see if I missed it. Well, that's good though. That's fine then. We rock with it. I'll take for this right here. We'll just rock with this. I don't need to jump on that. It's all good. It's all good, man. It's all good, man. It's all good, man. Grok. Did Nicki Minaj admit to being delivered demons? I'll just put it in with that. Let's see what Grok says. No, Nicki Minaj, often stylized as Nicki Minaj in some contexts, but correctly, Nicki has not admitted to being delivered from her demons in any public statement, interview, post, or credible report. She has frequently referenced demons, spiritual warfare, and dark forces in the entertainment industry, especially in recent years. So she could have. Maybe she just didn't say it. I mean, she is pretty much blowing this shit up, man. Right? I mean, she's put a lot of shit out there. Oh, Max is on it. Hey, Max, he's like, I ain't quitting, bro. Grok is still lying about the fake moonlit. You got to train Grok. Cleaned it? Okay. You got to train Grok. Just like you got to train ChatGPT, you got to train them what to look up. If you just ask Grok a question, Grok more than likely will be very liberal. 110%. All right, let me see.
Now, if you tell me this doesn't look like a scene straight out of The Exorcism, you're bugging. As soon as I seen this clip, I automatically thought demon possession, or what the celebrities like to call it, alter ego. They let another entity inside their body so they could perform. Beyonce has stated it multiple times. I'm about to get into an entire video of Nicki Minaj stating how her alter ego is Roman, this entity that comes alive inside of her that she lets live within her for like her performances and stuff.
Wonderful.
So that's the first thing I thought about. I mean, the World Star had titled it
World Star.
Nicki Minaj let her intrusive thoughts win, but
World Star.
I don't know what would possess her to do that. Unless it was some sort of spirit. So we have this video right here. Nicki Minaj conjures alter ego. An entire 5-minute video. Smash.
Wait, Trace. So I've been looking into this. 110%, right? So I was thinking, like, what's the deal that you do with the devil? How do you sell your soul, right? Because you've got to commit an atrocity once you do sell your soul, meaning you got to do something to children. You've got to do something to take innocence away and purity, correct? That's how I've always looked at it. Now, I don't know if it's a blood contract, you put your blood finger on it and all that. I don't know. But one thing that I realized, if you read the Bible, right, and you go back to just certain texts and certain chapters of the Bible and certain books of the Bible, right, there's a whole line of spiritual reclaim. Understand what I'm saying? Peter, Paul, all the disciples, right? One of them was hunting and killing Christians down, yet started the church, Acts, right? The book of Acts. That's what they built the Christianity on, right? Go back. Moses was literally sent down a river to the pharaohs. He lived like a pharaoh and sinned against God daily. Probably committed ritualistic sacrifices and all types of shit. King David was an idolater. I mean, there's so many references. Esther. There's so many references. Saul, yeah. There's so many references in the Bible where you find these people doing some crazy stuff, right? Now, I'm not saying harming the children, they're getting forgiven and they live a life. But what if they didn't do that? What if some of these people didn't do that? They got up there and now they're being humiliated and they have no choice but to look like they're going over there and they got to play for the other side. But then they found out that side's compromised. Kind of like going from the Democrats to the Republicans. Then you find out, oh, both sides are compromised. So you can't get out of it, right? But there's always a part where every man of God or woman of God that God used is able to redeem their soul. This is 100% facts in the Bible. Facts. Facts. What did Jesus do for us? He went and died on the cross, right? So Christ died because of what Adam and Eve did, the first sins. So Christ had to come because we were born into sin, right? Here's the thing. I don't understand. It's not really your soul to sell. You're just here in this physical being in this physical meat suit, but this suit dies. Just hear me out. They know your bloodlines. They know where you come from. They know that you are God's favorite. Okay, Double DD. They know that you are God's chosen and you're God's children, right? Your soul isn't yours to sell. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, well, I'm just saying, it's really not, you can't sell your soul unless you believe in it. It's the same thing that works with voodoo, witchcraft, and everything. Like, it doesn't work on you unless you believe in it. Look at John Ramirez, the pastor, right? A lot of people will say, oh, who is that guy? Well, that guy was a black warlock witch. Like, he's even said, Satan is my daddy. The devil is my daddy. Like, you know, this is how he was. And he became a pastor, became born again, but he used to put spells and cast spells on people, right? And they would hire him to kill people. So he would do a spiritual spell on them, a demonic one, and I guess they would get sick or they would die or whatever the case is. They would get harmed, like somebody would die from a car crash, whatever it was, right? But he said one thing he couldn't touch, right? One thing he couldn't do. There was one thing he couldn't do, and he couldn't touch, was God's children. Christians, born again Christians, those who accepted Christ, right? So I do believe there's redeeming in some form or fashion for these people because it's a trick. It's a trick that Satan tricked you into, you know? But if you killed children, fuck you. I hope you burn in hell. Sorry. What do you want from me? There ain't no coming back from that. Nope. And there's going to be pastors that are going to argue with me. There's going to be Christians that's going to argue with me. You're not coming back from it. Nope. That's where I'm at. All right. That's where I'm at. Star of Rim Fun. Do you want to stop it, Sklript? Hold on, here we go. Let's see what we got. Oh shit! I gotta put the dang thing
for
up. There
another
we go.
very interesting video. Okay, now oftentimes on this channel, I try to expose to you guys just how dark and demonic the entertainment industry actually is. I try to tell you guys that 9 times out of 10, your favorite celebrity or celebrities that people look up to have already sold their soul, bro. They're impacted with the devil. All right. Today's video, I don't even have to do any type of explaining. Usually I will pull up a music video and break down the different demonic and satanic symbolisms in music video or certain lyrics. But today I don't gotta do any of that shit, bro. It's clear as day. We literally have an entire compilation of different celebrities, Nicki Minaj, Katy Perry. And I had to make sure that this wasn't clickbait, bro. So I did skim through it a little bit. And what I heard and what I saw just goes to show you that these celebrities are open about it. When people in the comment section ask me, how do I know? Most of the time, I do my own research and I pay attention to certain symbols such as like fires, flames, the all-seeing eye. Like I pay attention to certain things in music videos. But oftentimes, these artists literally come out and say it, bro. Like
This is Nitrous TV for YouTube. Fair Use Copyright Act.
do certain hand gestures, and I pull this up. I'm glad I pulled this up. They do certain hand gestures such as the all-seeing eye to show their participation in this satanic cult, bro. That's just the bottom line. But today we're about to hop into this video, okay? If you guys are new to this channel, then make sure you guys do leave a like down below and subscribe. I don't want to speak anymore. If you guys do want to be a part of the giveaway, I'm going to be starting it today and carrying it out through next week. All you guys have to do is leave a like on this video and comment the most interesting artist selling their soul from this compilation, all right? But we're about to get into it. Really no delay. Let's get it, man.
It's a lot of people awake. Look at the comments.
The shit is plain and simple. It's not a secret. Many famous singers have sold their souls to the devil.
If your ultimate goal is to be famous, then you're gonna do a lot to get there. Like,
oh, well, we watched that part before. All right, so this is what we're gonna do because I got to get out of here. I just realized it's 9 o'clock. I gotta go eat. I'm starving here, guys. I gotta go eat, man. I gotta go eat. Scrippy, what do you mean? I gotta eat, dog. I gotta eat, dog. I don't know. We're going to touch this Wednesday. Wednesday, we're going to do the Nephilim. So we're going to go over the Nephilim. We're going to go over these reptilians, these vampires, these demons, lycans, wolves, whatever you want to call them. But I'm just going to shapeshifters, skinwalkers, whatever. Okay. Because the people that are out here trying to tell you, oh, you're making this shit up and da 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 da. Listen to me. When I can tell you this, guys, and this is 110%. Whatever people believe in is what they believe in. I can't make you believe in something. I can give you receipts. I can let the Spirit lead me. I let the Holy Spirit lead me when I'm trying to show y'all something. That's one of my best subjects is the Nephilim. That's one of the best things that I know how to go down on. Mud floods, Tartaria, these giants that are part of our geography. We're literally walking on giants. And people don't even realize this shit, man. Oh, shit, I'm starving. Chores, then the deep steak. The deep steak. The deep steak, bro. It's the deep steak. But yeah, we're going to do that. That's 110%. We're going to go over that. And I don't know. I just think that a lot of people, you know, that I talk to, some will tell you, that, you know, oh, that's all bullshit. You know, those people ain't living in reality. You know, it's about the Republicans and brokered conventions and, you know, and the Flynns and guys, it goes deeper than that, man. These people are fucking walking meat suits too. Okay. There's either God, Jesus, or Satan, Beelzebub, the devil, Lucifer, Baal, Moloch. You want me to keep giving you the names? Izezu. All these people that tell you there's no such thing about this. There's no such thing about it. They're telling you about demons, aliens. They had different names for them. Different generations and different times. That's how they spoke. That was the etymology at that time. A chariot with windows. That's how they spoke when Enoch went up to heaven, in a chariot with windows. The chariot with windows was a spaceship or a fucking plane. Oh, man. Yeah, exactly. Can't serve two masters. All right, let me get out of here. Let me play my little track. And I will see you guys Wednesday. I got to take off tomorrow because Tomorrow I got to work overtime. So I know a rest though. I'm working on that track too. That's going to be done soon. I promise. I promise. All right, guys. I am out of here, man. I'll see you on Wednesday.
My name is Lone Pena. My name is Lone Pena. I disappeared last summer. Some say Argentina, some say nowhere. But I still speak from the static, from the silence, where the truth got sold and the lies went platinum. It's a Griff Gananza, pockets full of praise, selling halos, diamonds in a holy maze. No kids saved, but the checks get raised. Fake saints cash out while the world decays. Griff Gananza, faith turned to gold, streaming tears from the lies they told. Millions made, but the truth got cold. Yeah, it's Griff Gananza, the devil's been sold.
They wear halos like costumes, parading their lies, claiming they rescue kids, but it's all in disguise. Velvet words tripping over empty crusades, while the innocents vanish, their futures betrayed. Paper pledges stacked like monuments to fraud. They toast to themselves while the helpless get ignored. Every photo op stage, every tear a veneer. They profit from virtue while the victims disappear. No choir saves children, no sermons redeem, just applause for actors and their extremes. I call through the spectacle, expose their deceit. Turn silence to thunder, now feel the heat.
Pockets full of praise, selling halos, diamonds in a holy maze. No kids saved, but the checks get raised. Fake saints cash out while the world decays. Griff Gananza, faith turn to gold, streaming tears from the lies they told. Millions made, but the truth got cold. Yes, Griff Gananza, the devil's been sold. I was one of the lost, but not forgotten. The silent screams from the dirt and cotton. They use my name to feed the brand. Turn the ghost into a business plan today. The Gucci shot like holy wars, but the truth ain't found behind marble doors. You can't sanctify fraud with a prayer and a pitch. You can't buy redemption from the poor you ditch. They preach in suits, they dance in sin. They sell salvation for the highest win. Meanwhile, the mystery remain unfound. Their voices drowned by donation sounds. It's a Griff Gananza, pockets full of praise, selling halos, diamonds in a holy maze. No kids saved, but the checks get raised. Fake saints cash out while the world decays. Griff Gananza, faith turned to gold, streaming tears from the lies they told. Millions made, but the truth got cold. Yes, Griff Gananza, the devil's been sold. They never saved the children, they just sold the story. But the truth don't sleep, it haunts the guilty soul. Yo, this the reckoning, no edits, no cut. Expose the wolves that were trust like a tux. They profit off pain and they call it divine, but the trail of blood always follows the line. Fake crusaders with the victim's crown, act like saviors but they're shaking you down. The new age clergy of the clickbait feed got baptized in greed while the real ones bleed. So if you're listening now, don't fall for the charm. Question every picture with a camera on. They say God's work, but the math don't blend, cause heaven don't charge 10% to pretend. It's a Griff Gananza, pockets full of praise, selling halos, diamonds in a holy maze. No kids saved, but the checks get raised. Fake saints cash out while the world decays. Griff Gananza, the lies too bold,